Yes, Rana.
Okay, so
Yes.
today we are going to discuss something important topic, which is part of the automation, and we use this regularly in our day-to-day scripting. Okay? Uh, we saw how to read and write. We know how to create a text file. We know how to read the text file, and today we'll try to understand how to create CSV. We'll try to understand how to create a CSV, how to read the data from CSV. Okay. And to be honest, the uh, the word create, right? We generally don't create anything in Excel, text, CSV, or whatever is the data formats. What we only do is reading. You should understand how to read a particular document into what scripting. Okay. But also, I'll try to show you how to create the CSV and uh, the same whatever data we create, we'll try to read the PHP file with the help of Selenium with automation, Selenium with Java, right? And please understand all the files that we read. There is no particular method in Selenium. It is it is purely Java based Java based methods, Java based classes, which helps us in creating CSV and reading those CSV. While writing Selenium code, right, while writing Selenium code, we use Java to create CSV, to read CSV. We integrate Java code with our Selenium. Now, this is the most common thing that we do in automation, reading the data from the CSV and passing the information to the website, passing the information to the web application. Okay. Now, what is the CSV? CSV, the word CSV, we all know in our real life, right? I don't want to discuss more about CSV, but what does CSV stands for? Comma, separated values. Correct? It is like this. We know name, we know age, email, salary, something like this. It will be in the form of, so data is in the form of comma, separate, comma, separated. That's why it says comma, separated values. Okay. And can someone tell me how do we create a CSV file manually? How do we create? Can someone tell me how do we create CSV file?
No idea. I've not never created one.
Okay.
Like, we can use
Just
pipe delimiter.
others? No, normally, how do you create without any programmatical way? How do you create CSV file? let's see Siri, Archana, Rajlakshmi.
No, we're not.
The CSV file looks like Excel file only. Okay, let me show you how it is created. Now this is a normal Excel file, right? And I want to create this as a CSV. See here, if you see the workbook, if we open that workbook, can you see here CSV comma delimiter,
Yes, we know.
right? XML data CSV. Select that and give the name sample thing like that. And there's a slight difference between the CSV and the Excel file. See here, this is Excel file. Can you see the difference? This is A symbol, comma separated values. Can you see the
Yes,
difference?
yes, yes, Vinod.
This is A. See the heading, see the name, comma Excel, comma separated values. And this is the normal Excel which shows rows and columns. Ideally, if you open, if you open, right? If I open this one, this is my this is the CSV file. Name, age, address, salary. Now, John 3, Hyderabad, 1000, vice versa, Suresh, 27, UK. These people are poor people, very less salaries. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so this is the data, right? I saved it and I close this one. Now, if I open the same data in the form, see that if I open the notepad, see how it is open? Name,
With the
okay,
commas.
yeah, which is comma separated data, right? In the same way, you cannot open this Excel in the notepad. See the how it is opening. This is the CSV file data, and this is the Excel data I'm trying to open in notepad. Okay, so you cannot open the Excel data into the notepad because Excel is the rows and columns. But we can open CSV file in the notepad because CSV doesn't have any rows and columns. It is only separated by column. Sorry, separated by comma. Got it? Any doubt what is CSV?
Oh,
In the
no, we're
Excel
not.
only we have written.
Yeah, in the Excel only we have put the data, but we saved that as a CSV file.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Now let us try to use right, use Java methodologies, Java classes, and see how we can uh, create those CSV file, right? And once we write this CSV file, we'll try to read the CSV file. Okay, right. Now, so to read the CSV file, first thing what are we doing? We are creating the CSV file. Okay. First thing, we have to tell the system, right? Tell where you want to create the CSV file. Now, I want to create my CSV file in this project location. And how am I going to do? We know, right? There is a method system dot get property, and I use user dot directory is my project directory. In that, where I'm going to create, in that I'm going to create. Let's create one. Let's remove this one. It's confusing. Let's create in data resources. Okay. Yes. Um, Data resources, data sources. And what is the file name I want to create? Sample dot. Is it properties or CSV?
CSV.
CSV. Okay. Now this is my project path, and this is inside the project path. This is my exact path where my CSV file is going to create. Now I have to use, because I'm dealing with the files, correct? And I have to, what it is saying? It is saying you have to assign this as a variable, right? Now let's saying now I'll say CSV file name is equal to, okay. So this is my file name which I'm assigning to this variable, which is of type string. Okay. Now we know whenever we deal with files, we should always use the file class, correct?
Yes, Vinod. File input
Right? It
stream.
is, yeah, very simple. You have to use the file class. Here we are doing, what are we doing? We are writing the file. We are writing the file. So I'm going
Oh,
to use a class
file
dot
writer.
file writer. Okay. I'm going to create one reference variable, and we know how to create the access. And what is the file name should I pass? I should pass the
CSV
file
file
name
name.
CSV file name. Right? Oh, Siri is not sleeping today. Thank you. Okay. So this is how it is throwing error. Let's see what is the error now. It says cannot be resolved. Let's place mouse pointer on it. It's always very, very important. See, the file writer is picking up from which package? Java.io. See, if I go on top, see, so these people will ask in interview the file writer comes from which package? File writer, right? It's io.file writer.
We know that we are using two, right? File writer and file output stream. I was getting confused. File writer and file output stream.
File
Exactly when
output stream is for property file, right, Vinod?
key and values, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Vinod.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also that depends on, see, if you're writing inside small values, it is a different class. If you're writing the character sequence, it is a different class. Okay, this all practice is required. Nothing else.
Okay.
You're all senior resources in all the technologies, so you should not be confused. Okay, so now I've written the file writer. Correct. Now, this reference variable returns lot of methods, and there's lot of methods. See, out of which I'm very much concerned about. I'm writing a file, so I'm going to take any one, either write method or append method. So generally we use append method. Where is our append character? See, this is the character, right? Okay, it is taking, okay, but we want to pass different values. So what I want to say, name, age, salary, address. Okay. So these are my options, right? These are my header options, correct? Header names. Right? These are my header names, right? These are my header names what I'm creating right now. Okay. If you want, you can write it, but you can always remove it also. That's not a problem. If I want to pass the value down, right, it is 10, country is address is HYD. Okay, I'm going to create three variables. Salaries are very less, right? Yes or no? Are you okay with the salaries? No, Vinod, we want 30 lakhs package, 40 lakhs package. You don't want that packages?
We want for ourselves, right?
Yes,
For
the name saying
Hyderabad people, at least they can get biryani, but US people they can't get burger also with that salary. We can eat full meal with 1,000 rupees.
okay, great. Uh, I hear you, so no worries, you'll get it. Don't worry. Now, so whenever you complete writing the file, it's always good practice to close the file. Okay. Now all set. We have created the file with help of file writer, and this is my file, right? Is everything fine? Will it create? Can someone validate the script? Can someone validate the script, please? My strong feeling is even there is no error message here, but still it will throw an exception. What do you think?
Are we writing directly into a notepad to these values?
There's no notepad concept. We are talking about CSV. See, here we are opening the CSV file in the location with the help of file writer class. We are passing this CSV file name here, and these are the data, metadata, name of the columns, and this is the actual data we are creating. Here we are creating, this is the location. What is the file name? This is the file name. What is the type of the file name? CSV.
Yes.
Okay, though there is no error here, but still, come on, quickly here. Don't waste too much of time. In the class, we should be very fast. Okay, in other things we can take time. Respond fast. There are no errors here, but still, I think there is some exception it will throw. Can you someone quickly check what is that? Or tell me there is no error. I'll run the script. There is no error.
Not sure, not.
There is no
Not sure.
error.
Okay. It will not throw
There
any
is
error.
no.
Okay. Right. Let's see who is. Let's see. People are saying there is no error. It's terminated also. It's terminated. It's terminated. Where is the location? This is my file. Let's refresh. Let's refresh. See here. Is it created? System Explorer. I'll go here. Yeah, it's created. But see here. It is get a name, a salary, but it has added everything in one line, not a proper way. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But ideally, what was the issue? I thought, see, the D is small letter here, but the what is the folder name? Capital D, right?
Yes.
I
Yes,
thought
sir.
it might throw error
Yes.
because I was passing small data here, but the capital D here, but it did not throw any error. Okay, but the data alignment is the issue. Now, how should I check why it is coming this way? Okay, now appending here
/n.
slash n, right? Uh, Slash n. If people are waiting, let's Vinod make the mistake, then we will tell Vinod, please correct it, right? You are not telling me that I made a mistake. So now let's run this. File not found. Why it is showing file not found?
Which shows
What
the
is this?
data capital T.
Capital D is now it is can't find the path.
No, no.
It's already existed because we ran before.
It should override. It should override if it is already existing. The reason why this file is open here.
Yeah.
You remember I told you while
Yes.
creating TXT files, Excel fill is very dangerous. If the file is open, you can't even write and pick the data. Okay, it's always close the file. Okay, and obviously it should now identify properly. Okay, now it has and there's no exception now. Let's refresh. Oh, okay, here is a file. Double click on it. Yes, my data correctly showing, right?
Yes, we know.
Yes.
Yes, we know.
So this is how you're going to create a CSV file. Very simple way. Very simple way. I try to practice, and that there is no other option. And try to use in your script. Okay. Try to use inside your script. Try to prepare some lengthy script, automate Amazon web page or some web page with multiple scenarios. Create username, come back, add product, then you search for another product, go to that add quantity, reduce the quantity. So prepare lengthy script in between. Try to uh, create an CSV file, uh, pass the data of the CSV file data into the web page. So you can do many things. Okay, so uh, you need just practice. Lengthy scripts you have to practice. Okay. Now, here is this file page. All right. Any doubts here?
No, no.
Any doubts?
No,
Okay. All right. Now what is the next step? We need to read the CSV file, right? Now, what is the class I'm going to use to write the CSV? Can someone guess?
Scanner.
Scanner.
For normal
First thing is
files, we
what?
use scanner.
Yeah. First thing is what? First thing we're going to use this file.
Uh,
We know what to read the data. Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, this can be done. This can be done. This is reading, right? So let's do with the split method. Okay. So for reading of the file, what you need to do, you need to take the help of file reader. fr new the file name. Okay. Now I created file stored in CSV file, and I created a class, and that is passed. Let me add throws distribution, save it. So far, any doubts? You know, these are the Java-based classes. Now, whenever you need to read the data, right? So always there is a another class which you need to learn of. This is buffer reader, BFR. The file reader extends input stream reader, vice versa, buffer reader as well. So buffer reader, okay, the class here. And what should I pass? The buffer reader, and I'll check what is it is coming from IO. Okay. Now we have to read line by line. Okay, so we need to if I open a notepad, and these are my number of lines. Right? This is the number of lines the data has. It. Okay. Now I have data in my 3 rows. 3 rows. Okay. Okay. So I need to first check how many number of lines. Then I can start trading it. Okay. Now for that, what we need to do is we're gonna use BFR dot. There is a read line which happens line by line, and till not equal to null, it should read. Okay. Now the buffer reader dot read line is a method which will read line by line inside my notepad. Till what it will read? Till it is not equal to null. The moment it is equal to null, it gets fails. Okay. Now equal to null. So what I'll do is I'll create. We need one more variable also. What I'll do is I'll create a line, and if line is equal to, okay, line is equal to buffer, I'll put whole. Obviously, it should check line by line, right? Bracket. I, okay, this is my bracket, and I'll Choose one more packet here. Packet here. Packet here. Understand this? Add close declaration. So this while loop, the while loop will run and see line by line, and it will check the moment it comes here. After this, there is empty. There is no data at all, right? After this 444, there is no data, right? It means it will become null. Buffer dot read line will become null whenever you don't have a data after this. Then this while loop will fail, right? Hope you understand this while loop now.
Yes.
Yes.
We know that here instead of read line, we cannot write has next methods.
It should read, right? It should read the whether data is as next is also done, but especially with the CSV files, we use read line.
Okay.
Should read line and it should understand that there is a comma separated value, right? It should read.
Okay, Vinod.
So now I need to line start. I need to use the split method because data is coming inside split. I'll put double quotes, comma, and I should assign a variable. Let's assign a variable called data, which is of thing, but it is multiple lines. Okay, declare this one. No error so far. Okay, now we have separated, and this data has multiple lines, right? So it is dynamically it will run. Dynamically it will run because tomorrow, if your CSV file doesn't, it has only 2 lines. It will run. It will only run for 2 lines. 2 lines. Tomorrow it is 4 lines. It will run for 4 times. So we don't know how many times the data number of lines are present. Now, once a comma separated, right, it is splitting. It will go and sit in this. Now we have to use another loop to run that many times because it is of string, right? You cannot initiate for loop with the numeric format. I'll use for loop in the string value colon. Okay. Okay. So now let's print the data, whatever is coming inside the value. Value. Okay. So that it is ready to print the value. And whatever data is coming inside, that many times the for loop will run. And that many times it will come here and it will print the value inside the value. Okay. So now let's see one more time. Initiated the CSV file. I'll use the file reader to load the file. I'm using buffer reader class to load the complete data into my buffer reader. And I'm using for loop with the help of read line. I'm writing a while condition while loop, which is whenever it is not equal to null, then this while loop will terminate. It means the data, there is no data in that particular line. That, but in that particular point of time, this while loop will keep on running, and whatever line data is loading into this line, It is separated with the help of comma and should be loading into value, and that value we are printing it in the this out. Okay. Let's see how it is running. Okay, this okay. It is printing name. How is the data? Name, age, address, salary. This is what we created. Let's open Excel. What is the file name? Sample one. Never file it. Sources. Sample. Okay. See how the data is. Name, age, salary, address. This is my column names. Your name and data John is one. Okay. So let's do some kind of a formatting. Just printing this one. Let's add some this in the stick. And it should print. Now let's see. Should add some space to it. Okay. Oh, okay. Let print ln will print in next line. Print will print in the same line. Okay. Print ln. ln will print each line. It prints in the next line. If you remove this ln, it will print in the same row. So let's see what is the difference. You got it? So it is printing in the same row now. See, just now it was printing sometime back, right? We have added some more space. It automatically started printing. Now what I'll do is I'll add after one loop, right? This I'll add one more println, which I need just it should print in the next line. Okay, got it. Okay, because of this name is lengthy, it is moving a little further. Okay, Will Smith. All right, this is how the output looks like. So let's run one more time. And if I remove the, did you observe? You observe the file is open. Excel CSV file. I'm reading the data. Okay, I'm running the data. But file is open. It is running successfully. Okay, now let's change some. I'm editing this file, CSV file. I've saved it. Let's see the time. 5:17 is the time. If I run this, this is effect. This is working fine. But while writing the file, was it working?
No.
No,
But while reading the file, it is working. Okay, you have to understand the difference. But in Excel, this is CSV. But in Excel, it will be different. In both the cases, the file will be corrupted. Okay, but with the new versions released in Excel file, we might overcome those problems. We'll see that also. We'll see that also how to uh, read and write Excel sheets. Any doubt in this?
No, we not. No.
Shall I? You will write the code, right? I should not be pasting it, right? You can write it, or you want this? Say yes or no. Something, some answer.
We'll write in.
Okay. All right. So Now, the important things in both the cases, we use file writer, file writing, and file reading. We use file reader and buffer reader. And we have used an append method. Okay, we use append method to write the creating. We also use fw dot write also. There is write method which writes in a character sequence. But in append, we can use like this lengthy strings, comma separated. You can write out writing with write method. Okay, all right. Let's create one. Now we have already used this, but just want to show how it is used in real time. So if I use a standard class, what happens with this step?
It will
Can
read,
someone tell me?
it will read the data.
Sorry, what is that?
It will read the data only.
Can you read the data? Hmm, okay. Now this system.in is something which will read the value from the keyboard. It means it will expect user input. Okay. Now if I run this one, oh, why it is throwing error? Class not found. Not okay. So always don't run it from here because there are three different programs are open. So it is confused which class to load and run. Right? Always select, go inside the script, do a right click, and then run it. Okay. It is asking enter the name. It also terminate. So the scanner class, it will scan the keyboard. It will scan the keyboard and it will wait for the user input. And how should I store the user input? I can simply do sc dot next. There is a method, okay, which accepts the value from the keyboard and let me store it in the variable. Now let me print that name. Okay. Now the moment you run this, this will prompt for a message stating that enter the value. The moment you enter the value, that value will be captured in the name and it should print on the console. So let's run this. See here. Now it is accepting the value. Now if I print, see the color change. Now if I hit enter, it says your name is Mohd. Okay. Now this I just want to show you how the scanner class is used. This can be very, very useful when inside your automation script. And this will be very, very important interview question. If somebody is asking how to capture the user inputs while your script is running, or in the middle of the script, if you wanted to capture user input, how do you do it? Use with the help of scanner class. Channel. Okay. Always scanner class. Whenever you open the scanner class, always close it. All right. And let me run one more time. And let's say
So you are
is it working
typing.
fine? Sorry, what is that question? See, I'm entering the value
The
from a
console you
keyboard.
are getting, please enter your name. You are only typing that name,
Right, right. That's what they see. My
So
cursor is here. I'm
color
typing.
is
I'm
changing.
Yeah, I'm typing this one. Now color is changing because it is accepting the value. The system Eclipse is showing this is a value entered through keyboard. If I
Okay.
if I hit enter, see whatever value I've entered here is printing because I'm capturing that value in this name, which is of print type. It is printing as is. We can do many ways. Okay, I'll just show you one simple way. Uh, hmm, hmm, hmm. I should have put that. This folder is get okay. Let me try something. Hmm. Okay. Try something. Let me. um, You understand what I'm doing now?
Yes, you know.
Is it? What was the URL? I will remove it. Need to see. Okay, that's a form, I think. Is it form? Form space. Okay, let me go Control Z and get the URL back. Okay, okay. This is the URL. And we copy this and put it here, getting the value from the keyboard. I put it here. Post is standard class after that. And then pass name, right? Okay. So what happens if I run this script? Tell me. If I run this script, what happens? This is a form, okay? But what happens now if I run this script? Because I've added few more lines. Can you check? Okay. I'm opening the script. Everyone just try to read and understand what is happening from the beginning. You know these two lines. You know this WebDriver wait method we have created. We know this implicitly wait we have created. It will maximize. Okay. The moment it comes here, because there is no URL to launch. In get method, is there any URL to launch?
No, we're not.
No. That will come from where?
No.
That will come from
We'll give it through the keyboard.
keyboard. That is what I'm trying to do here. Now, browser will open. Oh, it is throwing error. What is an error? Could not created.
Not create.
Okay. My gosh, it is. It should not create. Okay, it's throwing error. Let's try to see this. Browser open. Very good. It will wait. It will maximize and it will wait. There is web driver wait method, implicitly wait. Okay, so we have given implicitly web driver wait for this element. So it will search for that element. Okay, it throws an error. Browser compatibility. That is okay. Let us do this also. I just want to show you how it works. And we are commenting out. Yeah, maximize happened. You have to give syntax, otherwise you will not understand. Okay, I'll terminate this. Again, I'll run it. Now it is asking enter the URL. Okay, now I have to copy this. Now enter. See here, it is passed on to the web page, right? You saw that?
Yes, Vinod.
Yes.
Yes, Vinod.
Yes,
Yes,
Vinod.
Vinod.
Okay, again I'll run. Please observe it. I'm not entering anywhere in the browser. I'm not entering in the script anywhere. It is script is hard coded. I mean, script is parameterized. I'll run it. Don't worry about the error because we're not worrying about what error is coming up. So we are just worried of this scan class, how it is working. Now I'll run this one. The moment I run it, right, the browser will open, it will maximize. Lastly, enter the URL because I'm asking the enter the URL. Okay, now if I pass the URL here, now observe this. This is empty now. Okay, if I hit enter and go here, then it has passed on to the browser. This is how you have to use inside the script channel class. Okay, this is how the Java is actually used inside your script. You have to integrate inside your, and you should know where to define the standard class. Okay, now here, if I come here and example, if I define my standard class after the driver.get method, is it useful?
No.
If I define this standard class after the driver.get method, is it useful?
No, Vinod.
No,
Before
first we need to import and
Why?
then
Why it should be before driver.get?
because first we have to enter our URL,
input the URL.
then we
Then
have to
only
do
the
Well,
driver will
right, right. So you have to first capture the value from the keyboard, put it in some variable. Then that variable should be passed inside the get method. For that, at least so we need to know as a automation tester. Now this is only the Selenium code. Now tomorrow you will be integrating with database. You will write database connections also, lengthy database connections. You will write text files reading and writing. You will write Excel reading and writing. How will you do it? Right? You should know where to write those lines because it should be part of sequence. Once the browser should open, then you initiate the class, then it should enter the value, then it should come back. So you should know this sequence, step by step process. Then only you can write the automation. Otherwise, you'll end up so many failures. Okay. Now tell me here, Let's come back to our scanner program. If I run this, I'm running this one. Okay, it is asking enter my name. I'm entering Vinod Kumar. If I hit enter, what should it print? If I hit enter, what should it print?
Vinod Kumar should print.
Vinod Kumar should print, right?
But it
This,
will print only Vinod.
but it is printing only Vinod. Why? Because
There is a
the scanner
space.
class, scanner class, whenever it find any space, right, it will consider as a separator. So it will divide the two inputs into two different tokens. This is one token, this is another token. So it is only thinking that because we are not reading anything after this space, that is why it is not capturing anything and it is not printing anything. Okay. Now let's this scanner class is closed. Let's initiate another scanner class so that at this time this is scanner class 1, this is scanner class 2. Let's don't get confused. I'm writing two scanner class in one script. Okay. Now this is same. Okay. This is one. This is same. Right. This is okay. Okay. And this will be a so scanner class. Enter the name. Right. So what we do is before it is asking the name, what we do is we'll first tell that it should read the data even though there is a space also it should read the data. So what should I do now? So sc2 is my reference variable. I use a method called use delimiter. Okay, now I'll pass some dot get property is a string. Okay, what I do is dot operator. I'm just telling that there is a space which is actually separating these two tokens. Okay, now it should find not printing any value. Just put it here. Let's close this one as well. This time should be S2. Okay, I would also okay. Now you open that one. This will accept value. It will asking input by showing the next method, going to the name, to print, to close. Again, it will open a scanner class. This time it is a different variable altogether. We are using line separator property with the help of use delimiter. It is going to ask enter full name. This time same method, but it is going to capture full name and print on it. Okay, let's run this. How many times my compiler will ask the inputs if I run this program? How many times my compiler, my Java runtime compiler will ask user inputs based on this program? Two
Two
times? One.
time.
I'm saying one time. Who is saying two times?
Archana.
Chana? And anybody else saying two times? Or you are with me? I'm saying one time.
2 times, Vinod.
2 times. Okay. Now it's asking enter name. I'm entering the name, full name. If I enter, right? No such element exception. What is that no such element exception? Okay.
We have
Right. So
written
it is
scanner class
put at
2 times.
2 times. So let's run it. Enter your name. Okay. Okay. All right. Because we are closing, let's comment this out and run this. How should I do a bulk comment? Bulk comment. I can just this. And now let's run this. Yes, this contain. Okay. So this is the it should be. Okay. Any doubts here?
Vinod,
No.
Yeah.
Vinod,
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
yeah, I want to go outside because
Oh,
of pick
okay.
up my
Okay.
daughter. How
Yeah, it's
much
all right.
time it will?
Anyway, recording will be there, right? You can come back and listen then. Balance
Okay,
the call.
Vinod,
No
thank
worries.
you, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Bye. Any doubts in this?
No,
No.
Vinod.
All right. Okay. Okay.
No.
Shall we continue? I have. I want to show you this reading
No.
of the data. Reading of the data with the help of scanner class. So now we have some understanding on scanner, right? So another 20 minutes.
Yes, Vinod.
Is it fine?
Yes, Vinod.
Nice people you are. It's very good.
No. No, Vinod.
You're not nice. And let me create this one. Remove this. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to read the data with the help of scanner class. Any which ways I should first create what? Let's first create
Scanner.
the scanner now, but we are reading for the scanner, right? So let's take this one. We'll work with the file now. And F equal to new file. What is my location? Location is I need to pass this as a location. Remove this and complete. Okay, let me add this IO input. Index error to complete.
Use
Need to close another
use the
Uh,
and
for
yeah
another
before
close.
file
semicolon.
right. Okay. After this double
Before
quote.
plus, before plus, we
Right.
need to process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is gone. Now I'm loading this my file location into my file class, which is reference variable f. Okay. Now let's introduce our big boss scanner sc equal to new scanner. I'm passing f. I can use if I pass system.in, scanner class will work differently. If I pass f, scanner class will perform differently. Then what is f coming from? F is a file which is loaded into the scanner class now. Correct? Right. Now we also saw, let me add this addition. Okay. We saw that the Excel CSV file has a data which is separated by a delimiter, right? Now we know how to use the delimiter and how it was. It was as a okay. Now, now file is in my scanner class, which is in this variable. Whole file is loaded into the variable now. and it has been separated by comma, and we have, with help of the use delimiter method, we have removed that comma. Now I need to get the data, right? So we don't know if it is, if you know that there is only one line of data, then not required to write any loops, for loop, while loop, nothing required. But if you don't know how many lines of code or how many lines of data is there inside my CSV file, then it is always best practice. It's always a, as a best programmer, you should always do a dynamic programming, not a static programming. Okay. Now I need to use, sometime back somebody was saying has next, right? I'll use the same thing. I don't want to disappoint you. Let's use it. Okay. Right. Now, whenever it is true, as next is true, it means there is a line. This for loop is true. Otherwise, it is your failure. Okay. Now, what I'll do, I'll straight away just go space sc dot next. We know sc dot next, the scanner class. We saw that, right? It will pick up the data every time. It picks up the data and save it into the sc, and it asks for the next data. Okay. Now, let's see. I think anything is required. With the help of scanner class, I'm just CSV file waiting. Printing. Okay, let's run this one. Right, my name is printing. Again, we need to do some kind of adjustment. So let's remove this because it is printing in a next line altogether. I'll remove this one. And let me add slash t here and see how it should print the straight line because I've added some t. Yes, straight line, okay, is fine. Now you know the difference between if I run I comment this. If I put print ln and run this, you see the difference. See here, it will printing every time next line. It is print next line, new line basically. But if I comment this and increment this one, it doesn't have ln, print ln. It is not printing in the next line. It prints on the same line till whatever data is there. It is till this line data is available. That's why it is printing in a straight line. Okay. So this is how it is. Any doubts here in this script or the program?
No, Vinod. Like we can choose any of this method, right? Like either we can use this as next or
Any methods. No one is stopping you to use. No one is stopping you to say that you have to use this or that. End of the day, if you want, if you want a good performance, your script should run faster. Always use buffer reader and file reader concept. But if you have a very less data, characters, then go for file writer, where we have to use this one, file writer. Okay, that's all about this. And 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Tomorrow we'll complete. So we have completed complete CS text file, reading, writing, and we have completed the CSV file, how to read, sorry, how to create one file, how to read, and we have done through scanner class through split method. And tomorrow, day after tomorrow, tomorrow we'll complete another document inside the script how we're going to use it. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll complete 2 to 3 important topics, and that should be good for this course. So 12th we'll complete this course. 12th try to spend a little bit more time. We'll see if we complete no, if we complete in these 3 days, 9th, 10th, and 11th, then based on that, we'll spend that much time, required time on Saturday.
Okay,
Okay.
Vinod.
Okay.
All right then. So we'll meet up tomorrow. What time tomorrow you wanted to have? Let's catch up at, I don't know, 11 is something which is middle of lot of work. I don't know whether I will be able to make it or not. Let's see my calendar tomorrow.
Maybe the same time might also work, Vinod. If you don't have any
Let's see.
meeting.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
So 11 o'clock, mostly we'll try to start. Okay. If possible, we'll connect morning and evening also. Okay.
Okay, Vinod.
All right. All right.
Thank you.
Take care. So let's
Thank
meet up
you,
tomorrow.
Vinod.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.